Shubor nakaslem jong nongsan Hima.
Kanong yalam ka All India Trinamool Congress ka badayru ka dukhat ka yung dorbar Lok Sabha na West Bengal, kamahwa Moitra, kalaong wa Menteri Korbari ubadayru unong yalam ka BJP, u Amit Shah, ulalong Kumba u Peit Ïalade hakmat ka yin, Haba u ang baka jila Meghalaya ka de ka Bamsap tam, namarba ka BJP bat ka NPP, kide ki juk ki seng ki bayasan rop lang. Haba ay jingkran haga jingilap election haga ni kanong ba shalong haga singi palay ka arpulay tarig urampang hajar arpulay ka Moitra ka lapan inyaru yo unong yalam ka All India Congress Committee u Rahul Gandhi halor ka jingkan tho ajong u ya ka AITC haga ba u Rahul la Kynnoh ba ka AITC kawan sa Meghalaya tang banyarap ya ka BJP. Haba ther yu Rahul Gandhi kamahwa kalaong makisngi jong kiseng gibadon haga ri baro kaway lani National Party kilajan kut hari India bat kaseng gabayeng scam persai ki jing e ka debet ka AITC kani ka MP kalaban rap da ka baong baga jila Meghalaya kamde ka baduk handai ka sarkar ka badai pet mental asansnem ka klem le AA na ka banta ka jila la ka de ha ka jingdon ki kam ki jam ka roy ka kiyo ki surak bat ki jaka ay jing sumar bat kala shu i kumtu kumta kalaong baka AITC kawan ban pen i gijingkala ki baka tumuban wanra ha Meghalaya ling baga ni ka election MLA hajar pulay laban ko daw hang ni bakat baka singita vote ka election sa kayong dorbar tawan kabakhat way ka jala kala jan kinangalam jong kiseng san pertay ba pero hinang pen inya bat kanto markalyang nagiransan ya lab election halor ki babun ki man kum ka jing pen kasan ban kring ki pat ba nong tap vote.
But I think what the crowds demonstrated was that people are hungering for change. There's a reason when there is a high turnout, even in the polls, and there's a reason when people come out for rallies, and Meghalaya is a small state, and to have a crowd of 50,000-70,000 people is not an easy task. And we saw this coming out, the spontaneity. I think it's because people are hungering for change. As Charles spoke before me, said that there have been a few comments in the election time. There's always a heated atmosphere, but I think two sets of comments from two national parties stand out especially. One from the Honorable Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah, who ironically said that Meghalaya is one of the most corrupt states. Now, he is, apart from being the Honorable Home Minister, is a senior leader of the BJP. And the BJP, if I'm not mistaken, was in power in coalition in Meghalaya till about 40 days ago, along with the NPP.
Still.
And so what I want to ask is this: if you've been having power in this state for the last 5 years, and you're obviously looking in the mirror when you say that the corruption is at a peak in Meghalaya, and that's exactly why people are clamoring for change, and that is why Trinamool is here. The other comment, of course, yesterday at a public meeting here in Shillong was made by the ex-president and honorable MP from the Congress, Mr. Gandhi. And he said that the TMC is here to kind of help the BJP and is the B team of the BJP. Now, to that I would like to say that the days of only national parties are over in India, If we had to rely on a bi-party system, there would be no hope left for democracy in India. The Trinamool has fought for 34 years against the left and has come to power in West Bengal. It's there for it's up here in our third term. We don't need to prove our credentials, our anti-BJP credentials to anywhere. I think all of us sitting here have demonstrated to the people of India, our chairperson has demonstrated to the people of India that there is any force standing strong against all odds, it is the Trinamool against the BJP. I don't think we need to prove this, and we don't need a certificate from anyone. As far as we are concerned, we are out to defeat the BJP and all the allies of the BJP. We are a national party and have the right to fight elections in every state. We have proven in West Bengal that in a one-to-five fight with the BJP, that we are among the very few parties that can fight and win. I think going forward, as far as Meghalaya is concerned, the corruption, the lack of development stands out. Meghalaya is not a poor state. Meghalaya is a mineral-rich state. I myself have been coming to the state as a child. My sister went to Shillong. We've all come to Meghalaya. We love the state. I think all of us from neighbouring states love the state. The people of Meghalaya, the development of Meghalaya is, it's not something to be thrown away. And I think any government that for the past 5 years has been in power and has done nothing for infrastructure, for roads, for healthcare, for all-round development, deserves to be shown the door. And we are here to offer people an alternative. We are fighting here to offer people an alternative. We are here as a national party. We don't need to prove our credentials to anyone. And we thank the people of Meghalaya for the love and affection that they've shown us. We are here to prove an alternative. And we hope that on the 27th of February, that people will basically vote with their feet and will use their middle finger to show the power of democracy and will show their thumb to show the power of democracy. Thank you so much. I'm not here to answer any allegations said by the BJP. I'm here to set the narrative that the Trinamool is putting out, right? So I think the BJP should concentrate on answering whatever allegations are against them rather than point fingers at us. I think it is absolutely below my dignity and below the dignity of the Trinamool to allow the BJP to set the narrative and allow us to fall into that. I think they should look after their own problems.
But at home you should be corruption free, then only you can preach here.
Sorry?
Corruption free at home, then you can preach.
I think we've come back on the back of, we've just won a massive election in 2021. We've come back for the third time. And every election that is happening in Bengal, Trinamool Congress is coming back with a greater majority. I think if indeed these allegations were true, the people of Bengal are an extremely smart race and they would vote with their feet. On the outside party comment, I think only a person with, only people with very, very single digit IQ could ask this question, because when you're talking about an outside party, the Congress is headquartered in Delhi, is led by Mallikarjuna Kharge, who's from Karnataka, and its leader yesterday who came and spoke here was Mr. Gandhi from Delhi. The BJP is headquartered in Nagpur and in Delhi. Its national president is JP Nadda, who's from Himachal. Its leaders are from Gujarat. So they're coming here and fighting. So how come they don't have the tag of an outside party? The Trinamool is a national party led by Mamata Banerjee. Our state president in Meghalaya is Charles, who's sitting here, who's from here. We have Dr. Mukul Sangma as well, who's been a two-time chief minister. Every single worker and party holder of the Trinamool in Meghalaya is from the state. So I think this is a ridiculous allegation and only people of subhuman intelligence could make it, sir. Now that's the last question from you.
I have seen the statement and the deliberation of Rahul Gandhi ji in the meeting yesterday, where he categorically identified TMC as the B team of BJP and helping BJP clearly. I strongly oppose this and condemn this statement. Number one. Number two, the role of TMC in the name of AITC, All India Trinamool Congress. We are spreading all over India in different states for our political mandate from the people of this country. In a multiple democratic system, we are playing our vital role to woo the support of the people for democracy, for secularism, for sovereignty of our country, and the rights of the people, fundamental rights of the people. It has been proved by the activity and the leadership of Madam Mamata Banerjee that she has proven her credential, that all the issues she is fighting for is supported by the people. We are fighting in Tripura. There was a government of BJP. We fought in Goa. There was government of BJP. We are fighting in Meghalaya, where BJP supported government has been done. So where from we are supporting BJP. And if you just give a look to the West Bengal latest assembly election in 2021, they gave a clarion call, iska baar 200 par. BJP ne. Kya hua? Madam Mamata Banerjee defeated the BJP party in Bengal and established for third term TMC government in West Bengal. Our National General Secretary has clearly stated in his TV interview a few days back that we are not going to disturb Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan and other Pradesh where BJP is being faced by the Congress in that particular states. But what is the credential of the Congress there? We all are from the Congress. But he has attacked. It is the people of Meghalaya who will judge his statement and deliberations and our activity. Mr. Charles Pingro, our state president, Dr. Mukul Sangma, with their rich political and cultural heritage of politics in Meghalaya, will prove definitely their credential with the support of the people of Meghalaya in the coming elections. Because the people need change. This demand of the people that we need change and this aspiration will be fulfilled by the Meghalaya teams in the coming assembly election. And we all is wishing all for good health, good mind, good development and a prosperous Meghalaya state with its rich culture, with its rich tradition of the people of Meghalaya, and TMC will stand for that. Our leader, Madam Mamata Banerjee and Abhishek Banerjee, with the leadership of Charles Pingro and Dr. Mukul Sangma, will continue.
Goebbels, he was the propaganda charge of the Nazis. So there's something known as the Goebbels doctrine, which is if you repeat a lie often enough, it becomes the truth. And this is something that we've said often enough. This is something that our opposition, those opposed to the TMC have always said. It is the people who, we are an elected government, please understand. We are an elected government and we have come to power not because of anything else, but because the people of Bengal have voted us in. If we are in parliament today and in Bengal, it's because the people of government. If indeed we had such a history of violence, we have come to power in 2011, in 2016, in 2021. May I remind you that in the last two elections, it has been the BJP at power in the centre. The elections have been done completely on their rules. Their election commission, they have used central forces for even a single by-election. If other places they use 2 companies, they've used 20 companies. So every single election, even if it's a panchayat election, one single by-election has been done under the superintendence of the election commission and with central forces. So if under these circumstances, I don't understand where there is this continuous narrative of TMC indulging in violence. After the post-poll violence, the BJP went to court. The case is in court. They said there were hundreds and millions apparently raped and killed by the TMC. Tell me today, if the BJP is in power, they control law and order in India. They have the Supreme Court. They have everything at their mercy. Where, no, one second, sir. If it's a state subject, the BJP have gone to the High Court. How many people and how many leaders of the Trinamool have they been able to arrest? Have they been able to put away on charges of nothing? So there is, how can it be a state machinery? The BJP control the country. So what is the state machinery? Even in West Bengal, the BJP have 77 legislators. The BJP have access to the High Court. If they could prove something, and these are all being controlled by the CBI. The state, please understand, the CBI is doing this. It is a national agency which is doing this probe. It is not a state agency which is doing the probe. The NIA and the CBI are doing the probe. It is not the state police, sir.
No. Do you disagree that there is no violence in West Bengal?
Yes,
because West Bengal has the highest number of violence during polls.
That is,
and you can see the example of Meghalaya. It's peaceful,
that is not something that is related to the BJP. West Bengal of the Trinamool. I will let Dr. Bhunia answer this. He's been a Congress legislator in an opposition during the CPM time. West Bengal, since independence, has a history. It is a partition state, has had a history of political violence irrespective of who has been in power. And I will let Dr. Bhunia answer this.
Can TMC bring about a change? If there is a history of violence, why not the TMC be the change? What you are promising?
The TMC is running a peaceful government in Bengal. I am a TMC parliamentarian. I don't even use security in Bengal. We are free to walk about, which is the highest rate or highest women's safety and in the country. Calcutta is the safest city in the country for women.
Correct.
Please understand this. I will let Dr. Bhunia also speak on this.
A very beautiful question you asked. You know that we fought for 34 years against the left front onslaught led by CPIM. There was no trace of BJP. Now BJP and CPM join hands in hand with a tacit understanding of the Congress to support them in West Bengal, just to fight against Mamata Banerjee-led Trinamool Congress for the third terms. I should remind you from the records, because I was member continuously during Jyoti Bosu's period and Buddhadev Bhattacharya period. Near about 52,000 Congress and Trinamool Congress workers and supporters were brutally killed during Marxist government. There was no existence of the BJP in that during period. Firing to the houses, chopping the hands, taking the eyes, cutting the tongue, raping the women. This was the regular feature of the Bengal law and order situation during Marxist regime. This is the only lady, this is the only leader, Madam Mamata Banerjee, who had been fighting against all those things. Congress could not do for the 34 years. She formed a party after his expulsion from the Congress, and she made the people free from the clutches of Marxist onslaught in Bengal. That is a history. Now, as Mohua said, that Calcutta is the safest city. The rate of violence is less in West Bengal. If you go through the NCRB report, comparing with the Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, and West Bengal, you will see Bengal is in a very bottom level. Yes. Very bottom level. Just go for the figure. What is going on in Uttar Pradesh?
We are talking about election violence.
Yes, election violence. There was. It was initiated by the BJP, CPM and Congress, not by Trinamool Congress. Think one thing. A ruling party never thought of any violence for their bad image. Never, never, never. And our Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee all the time thinks that our state should be peaceful, people should live their livelihood peacefully, and the development should be on. We are strangulated economically and we are blamed politically. We are strangulated economically, we are blamed with a political question by the opposition, and unfortunately Congress is in the row. Very unfortunate. Okay. I did Congress for 51 years. I am MLA for 42 years and the oldest MLA in Bengal. I was Pradesh Congress President like Mr. Charles and Dr. Mukul Sangma. What happened to Congress? Congress is in a doldrum. That's all.
Every election rally we had in the Garo Hills, the numbers were astounding. In fact, the residents of Garo Hills and Thura told me that they have not seen such large rallies. I am not saying that, we cannot predict. I am not saying that these rallies will transform into numbers. In the Khasi and Jaintia Hills, I have been in this arena for the last 20 years. In the peak of my strength, I couldn't muster even 2,000 people for my party, for my rally. But yet we get voted into power. So, as absence of people in the rally is not an indication that you are a weak party. Or having large numbers in a strong party. Is what you do for the people that counts, and that is what the people are looking for. They're looking for a change. We are there for the change. Thank you.
Congress's commitment to Meghalaya, empowering the women of Meghalaya. 3,000 rupees every month to every single BPL mother in Meghalaya.
5 commitments na kaseng Congress na kabinta ka 5-star Meghalaya.
Kaboarding ha Meghalaya kalipman kapor Congress ka kular Bandung do boarding ha nong kendong ni hasar
5 commitments na kaseng Congress na kabinta ka 5-star Meghalaya.
Vote for your 5-star Meghalaya. Vote for Congress.
Meghalaya ka jingsngan ha ke imlang salang ningkong baro ki jingeshan by bam lingba ka social welfare ansa kan teo sha ka siaja ting ka shibnai kata kalong khat arja tingka sisnem.
Hakane ka apnyo trek urumphang, shan ya ka sap jong phi haki artli kisentil bat kershan ya ka Meghalaya TMC.